My husband and I all of a sudden have found ourselves with a toddler in the house. Favorite thing for Tulip, a Beaver, to do is run down our hallway and go find stuffed animals. She would come and go stand up and put her little paws up and make this really adorable little sound like, "Hey mom, can I come out?" It was just, too much cuteness even for me. She loves following me like a little puppy dog. But we had quite a road ahead of us with Tulip. It was a group of construction workers working on electric poles. And Tulip crawled up on a man's boot and just sat there and was like, "I don't have a home." So this nice man picked up this tiny little fluff ball and brought it to the wonderful rehabilitator in North Mississippi.
So cute.
But it soon became apparent that Tulip was suffering with a lot more illness and issues. And because I am raising two healthy, well-adjusted beavers, she sent Tulip down to Woodside and myself.
Go get you something to eat.
When she arrived, she was incredibly tiny because she had spent her entire little first part of life trying to just survive, fighting off illnesses. So when we first got her, it was just 24-hour care. Her immune compromise created a scenario where she could literally not be on the ground. So we immediately brought her back inside. But I knew, she's a fighter. And she kept eating and she kept exercising and she kept wanting to just be a beaver. I knew she was getting better when, instead of needing to sleep so much, she started greeting me. She wanted to go run. She wanted to go play. Once she got past the pneumonia, I started allowing her in some shallow water and realized that this little beaver could not swim at all.
You look good.
So I ended up spending time just showing her how to dive. She started gaining weight. She started to swim and dive. It was a wonderful, wonderful day when I could actually let her back outside to play. We do hope that Tulip is releasable. That is always our goal. At the same time, we evaluate each individual animal and what's best for them. But right now, as it stands today, my goal is to release Tulip back to the wild.
Kevin, he's like having a 50-pound toddler running through your home. If I didn't listen to him, he'd throw my cell phone on the ground. And I'm trying to conduct myself in a meeting. He doesn't seem to understand he's a turkey.
I told him no. And now he's really mad.
At no point in my life did I think that I would be having, regular arguments with a turkey.
You're being rude.
And you could tell that he absolutely regretted nothing about stealing all the cat food. But that we were going to lose him. Every year, right before Thanksgiving, there is a rescue group and they try to rescue several turkeys. So in Kevin's particular year, they were able to go and they rescued him. We were scared. He was very, very sick.
Yes, Kevin.
But we didn't give up. Originally, we were told that he was a girl.
This is Karen.
One day I was making my coffee in the morning and Karen gobbled.
Okay, wait, do that again. That was a boy thing.
And I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't think you're Karen anymore. During that time, he just became a household member.
All right, I think it's time to go to bed. I think you should go to bed.
He would watch TV with us if we sat on the couch. It was best for him to just hang out inside until the weather broke. And then we took him outside. Watching Kevin see the sun for the first time was surreal.
That's sunshine. Does it feel good?
And I was heartbroken that a turkey of his age had never seen the sun. You could actually see he was sitting there processing, what is this warm sun on my face? And gradually, we would give him more and more time out. Instead of acting, hanging out with all the birds and acting like a normal turkey, he would follow us for a little while.
Come on, Kev.
Eventually, he got it.
Oh, is this what you want?
There was a day that we went to go bring him inside, and he's like, no, actually, I think I want to stay out here. He was starting to learn how to be a turkey, and that was amazing. Kevin has truly found his place at the sanctuary. He makes us laugh every single day, no matter what's happening. We're doing our best to keep him, as happy and healthy as can be. I want him to live every day to the fullest. I'm hoping we'll get as many good possible years as we can with him.
Monty, what are you doing?
We know that donkeys bray. We know that they're vocal. But he never made any noise while we were there. And all of a sudden,
Monty, what are you doing?
pretty much every day since then. It was like he literally found his voice.
Monty!
When we bought our own place and moved into it, I was like, hey, I want to go adopt a donkey. So I reached out to TMR Rescue, and she's like, well, we have this little guy over here. His name is Monty.
Come here.
He was off in the corner, shy, didn't want to hang out. She's like, well, he's 26 and he's been here for 10 years. At first, he was really quiet.
Hey, bud.
But it was like as soon as he got home, he just became super friendly. Ever since then, all three of them are always together. And it made me so happy because it was like they all knew they were meant to be together. He wanted to see what was going on, super curious. He's still not super in your face, but his personality has really come out. At 28 years old, he still wants to act like, a baby and play.
Oh, goodness. You taking a sun bath? Good morning. Okay.
I just think that he's just happy to be able to have found his voice and tell everybody about it. He's absolutely a diva.
Did you come all the way up here, you brave boy?
But, he's earned it. So we're trying to spoil him as safely as possible. He has just been such a riot to have here. You could hear it in the background, you're like, oh, he's up to something. Giving an animal like him a second chance at life to do whatever he wants to do, that's changed my life. Who wouldn't love that, especially with a weird little donkey like him?
When I saw him finally stand up, that was the beginning of, okay, he's going to be okay.
That's good. Look at that. Oh, yeah!
At first, we were really worried because he hadn't made the tiniest little noise. And that's kind of the point at which he was off to the races. Then 24 hours, he was popping on furniture.
Whoa, jeez.
And occasionally he'll get too excited and you have to watch out.
Oh, that's okay.
But I was desperate to save him, especially since his brother and sister had passed. I had been up all night with some of my goats in labor on the coldest day of the year. Sometimes with first-time mothers, they just don't do a good job in making sure they get warm, and that was what had happened. All three had frozen in the night, but I looked at the third one and it made the tiniest little noise. Immediately swooped him up, ran into the house, woke all my kids up. I said, y'all got to get downstairs and we got to try to save this goat. Then I made him a bottle. Most baby goats will stand up the moment they're born. And we were on day 2 of him not standing up. So when he stands up, he's proud, we're all so relieved.
Good. Look at that. Oh.
I have 2 rescue dogs and he was playing with them. I mean, Butterbean became kind of a dog identified goat, for sure. Sometimes my dogs would sort of like knock him over with their nose. But that was actually good because then it gave Butterbean kind of exercise for standing up. They were like their own crew, the 2 dogs and the goat. The bossy side of Butterbean really didn't come out until after the first month. You would see Butterbean attempt to be dominant over the dogs.
Oh, he's talking to you, Georgia.
There was jumping on top of them sometimes, but dogs love that. So it was never any issue until he just got too rambunctious. And I was like, okay, it's probably time for you to go out and be a goat now. But if anything, it's really helped his personality shine even more.
Oh, goodness.
He will probably end up being the boss of the whole pasture. Butterbean has the most, classic yellow lab, golden retriever sort of personality. Watching Butterbean grow up has been really cool because the little baby goat that stood up for the first time in that video, he's still the same goat now. He's a survivor and he doesn't need to prove anything to anybody.
I pulled the board back and there was little puppy.
Oh, darling, you're just a baby.
He was close to the mother. It's almost like someone put them there intentionally.
Can you see?
Little puddles. I was so scared.
No, I can't see. It's blind. It's okay, I'm touching your friend.
But Mama Storm was frozen. It was a very strange situation that she didn't react. I was like, great, I've got a deaf adult and I've got a blind puppy.
Okay, let's see what we can do for you, huh?
I returned with a cage and I had some of the people from the area to help me. I've never experienced that in rescue. She just allowed me to pick her up, put her in the cage. She let me go to her puppy and pick him up.
Okay. Gonna have to put you guys in the car, okay?
I ended up taking them home to my house. Mama Storm's ears were checked and she did start some drop from a severe ear infection in both ears. And then Puddles, he was partially blind, possibly from head trauma or birth defect. I'd go and sit with them for a couple of hours a day to help them feel love again. But unfortunately, Storm and Puddles didn't get as much attention as they would if they were more in a specific foster home. So it became time to let go and say goodbye. Puddles and Storm then moved into another foster home with Tara and her daughter Raven.
Do you recognize them? This is Puddles and Storm from Bali.
Puddles had no concerns, no worries. He wanted to play with everybody. And then Stormy was like, I don't want anything to do with anyone else.
Come here, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
But Raven just showed so much love and kindness. She would sit with them on the couch, watch movies, have cuddles. And eventually she did come forward and enjoy it.
You like that?
We were hoping they'd get adopted together, but unfortunately that didn't work out. However, Storm isn't that bothered. She found an incredible home where she is now the little princess.
Oh my goodness. Isn't it perfect, Raven?
And actually, Puddles ended up staying with Raven.
Puddles. Puddles.
They just love doing so many things together.
Oh, Puddles. Is that fun for you or no?
It's absolutely astonishing to see.